Hi, hello, my name is Jamie, my pronouns are they, them, and today I have a ton of whips to go through and decide whether or not I want to frog them or finish them. Over the last year, I've crocheted a lot of things that I then abandoned, and it's time to go through the shame pile and deal with it, because this is getting out of hand. So first of all, there's this whole basket, and then all around the basket is a bunch of stuff piled around it. I also have a lot of like skeins of yarn attached to these projects, so yeah, it's really time to go through them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Frog it or finish it. Let's start. So first, I have this throw thing. I was going to put some yellow. This is basically going to be a giant blanket, and I was just waiting on some yellow to finish it. So I think I'm gonna finish this. I do really like this. I just don't have the yellow for it yet. So this is going to go in the finish it pile. Alright, so I have this thing, which is going to be one of those like shrug things, except I thought it would be cute to like have granny squares be the arms, you know? Like this, except it'll look better when it's all, you know? I had a vision. I'm so close. I literally have everything done. I have all the granny squares done. I have the panels done. This has been sitting in my frog it or finish it pile for over a year, just because I literally hate sewing granny squares, but I've come too far to not finish this, so I have to finish this. I have to finish this. I have to finish this. Also, I think I'm gonna put it in a bag so that I don't lose all the granny squares, because I think I'm gonna come across a few more granny squares from this project. So this is a panel from a blanket that the rest of it is somewhere in there. It's almost finished. I just need to put them together. Once again, that's gonna be a really common theme. Let's find the rest of this blanket and then I'll make a decision on it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it. I've come very, very far with this blanket, way too far to not finish it, but let me find the rest of it. So this is attached to a skein because I was going to make it into a bag, and as you can see, I'm like 90% through making it into a bag. I think why I stopped is because I realized if it was bag A, wow, that's a really long, wow, that's a really long, wow, yeah, that's a really long strap. So A, strap really long, and B, I realized I'd have to put a lining in there because it'll stretch if I don't. And this just, it wouldn't be a very effective bag, I think, for anything except like crochet stuff. So I think I'm actually going to reclaim this yarn and frog at least the handle. And then this, I'm just gonna turn back into the granny square that it was, and I'm going to use it as a tablecloth for one of my tables that needs like an aesthetic tablecloth and not a functional tablecloth. Okay, so this is going over in the frog it pile. Frog. Okay, so this was going to be like one of those big net things that, not net things, it's gonna be a big net to like hang stuffed animals from the ceiling. But I realized A, I ran out of yarn, and B, I really don't have that many stuffed animals, and the ones that I do have, I would prefer to display in a different way than just all staring at me from the ceiling. So it was a good idea, but I would like this yarn for something else, and also this was gonna be real, this is not a good color scheme. This was gonna be real ugly, so this is going in the frog it pile. Okay, so it looks a little crazy. It does. It looks a little wild. Look at these long ass panels. nails. I had a vision for this. I started making this when I first started taking crochet seriously again when I was like 21. I started crocheting before my grandma died. I can't remember if that was when I was 4 or 6, but my grandma taught me how to crochet when I was like between the ages of 4 and 6, and I was semi-serious about it on and off throughout my childhood, but I didn't start taking it like actually seriously until I was 21. And I started making this. Frankly, I just was going through a really hard time and needed something to make, and I had this whole concept of like this weird big long spindly spider blanket. My biggest issue has been material, since it's single crochet, you guys. This is single crochet and it uses so much material. I'm gonna finish this. This is gonna take me an eternity to finish. It's also just it's so bizarre. It is so bizarre, I have to say. It is quite odd, but I am gonna finish this, and I don't know, I'll find a cool place for it to display my idea. Would I make a blanket like this now? Like, how many years later? I'm 25 now, so like 4 years later? No, probably not, especially not in single crochet. Again, I just kind of needed something to do and something to make, and I've come so far. I don't want to give up on it yet. This is another blanket. This is a double crochet blanket. Frankly, I just stopped working. It was supposed to be my like in-between crochet project, but it got lost at the bottom of my whip pile and I stopped working on it. And so I'm gonna go back to this being my between projects crochet project, because yeah, but also ooh. Aha. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But I have the rest of the skeins, I have the rest of the material for this, so I kind of gotta finish it. Oh, I lost the camera. Frankly, I don't even remember what this was gonna be. I don't. The only reason I haven't frogged it is because this yarn is so fucking difficult to frog. It gets stuck so often. But this is definitely a frog it. I don't even remember what it was supposed to be for. So this is actually a mostly finished piece that I'm unhappy with. It's a dress. You put it around your, you know, like that. And I like the idea of it, but this scraggly yarn that I used, there's just not enough of it to give the effect that I really wanted. And so I'm kind of just waiting for the right yarn to come along, especially at the bottom. Like, would this not look so much better with like a really voluminous, fluffy yarn? But I don't know. I'm just waiting for the right yarn to come along. So this isn't really a matter of frog it or finish it. This is a matter of I just need the right yarn. I've literally no idea what this was gonna be. It looks like it was gonna be a blanket, but I have too many blankets to finish right now, so no, I'm gonna frog it. This is also gonna be another fun one to, wonderful. It's unfortunate. So I made this really nice cardigan that I actually really like. The only problem is, actually, can you see the problem? 3, 2, 1, I'll tell you the problem. This side is in treble crochet, and this side is in double crochet, which means that both sides are different sizes. And this is... I also messed up a stitch on the blue side, and so it's a lot like loosier and frillier. So yeah, I fucked this up. That's my bad. I fucked this up. Whoopsies. I don't know what to do with this. The pink side is actually pretty okay, and I really like the pink side. The blue side is garbo. So maybe I will frog the blue side and finish the pink side, because look how cute the pink side is. The pink side is so cute. The blue side just sucks. The blue side just sucks. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So for now, I'm gonna put it in the frog it pile, because that's what needs to happen before I finish it. this is a really cool skein of yarn that got completely and utterly tangled. And this yarn is so difficult to work with. It's so difficult to untangle. It's one of those ones that it's just almost not worth it to try and untangle it. So this isn't even a frog it or finish it. This is a what the fuck do I do? So I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna salvage as much as possible. But, oh yes, see, even immediately starting right there. That might not be possible, and this is just not worth it. Just trust me, this is just not worth it. So I'm gonna salvage, I guess, this much. I'm gonna salvage this much, and then all this, I don't know, I'll put in my scrap yarn, or maybe I can figure out how to deal with it someday. So this was supposed to be like a cartoony cloak. I was playing Wizard 101 a lot at the time that I made it, and I ran out of blue yarn to continue making it. I'll have to figure this out. That doesn't look very good. Like, I'll have to attach it like a real hood, and that might not be... Maybe if I do it back here? Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of this. I don't like that I used this yarn here. I could have used this yarn for something else. I think I'm gonna frog this and revisit the idea at another time when I maybe have more yarn on hand to do it. And then this, last but not least, I don't even know. I think it's a side of a jacket. I don't know why I never made the other side. I don't know what happened here. I'm just gonna frog it. Like, it's not, looking at it, it's not going to fit either of, is it? Will it fit this blue side? No, the blue, because this is also, yeah, this is gonna be too big. So I'm just gonna frog this and save the yarn. Okay, wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. Here's the finish it pile. There's the finish it pile. Cool, one task down, and now I've given myself a million more tasks to do. Love that. Great. So I think the next step is I'm gonna frog all the stuff that I said frog it to, and that's gonna be the next step. That's probably going to be the next video I make, is the frog it video, and it's probably just gonna be a lot of me frogging yarn, and that's gonna be fun. And then after that, I'll probably start a series finishing all my unfinished whips. So yeah. Anyways, I honestly thought that would take a lot longer than it did, but I'm glad that it didn't take a lot longer than I thought. That's good. So anyways, make sure to, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. How many whips do you have sitting around right now waiting for you to decide what to do with? And check out my links, follow me everywhere, check out my shop, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later. Bye!